Greetings, my audience. I'm reviewing a Spider-Man movie. Um, anyway, I'm reviewing a Spider-Man movie, and you know what? I recommend you don't see these movies if you're a fan of Spider-Man from the source material. I recommend you don't see this movie. Because here's the thing about the worst of Spider-Man movies. They do make you kind of bloodthirsty and wish you killed Spider-Man yourself. As yourself. Because, okay, let's just take this bottle. And let's say I smashed it and broke it, and it was sharp on the ends. There were sharp ends without any liquid in the bottle. This tequila bottle. I didn't stab Spider-Man's neck with it. Do you think that he would die like a cockroach? Or do you think like cockroach they would keep coming? Spider-Man. If I killed him with this bottle if it was broken. It's something I was curious on. As a dark metaphor and as a joke. Serious. It was kind of curious. I meant that as a joke and kind of as a metaphor for Spider-Man. How I feel generally about Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Maguire Spider-Man take. I'm not sure which one I hate more. As a person, the character. The Peter Parker and Spider-Man have, I hate both. In their end. So I'm not really sure if I want to talk about the trilogy with the two with Maguire or the three with Holland's and Maguire's make appearance on Calling No Way Home. So, after random luck out talking out loud, I have decided to talk about Spider-Man No Way Home. The third installment of Holland's franchise. Is it wrong I think this is the worst in the Holland franchise? Because, to me, I couldn't help but notice this is the most fucking cunt version of a Spider-Man Peter Parker we ever gotten. And the whiniest version since... Fuck. I like Spider-Man more when he made him a deal from Mephisto in modern Spider-Man comics that I don't pick up or read, where they made Paul the main love interest with Mary Jane instead of Peter. And Peter gets cucked and loses a lot of battles now these days of 616 universe from modern Spider-Man literature. So, I like that Spider-Man more than Holland's or Maguire's in this movie outing of Spider-Man 3 known as No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home, I give a 6 out of 10. And the only Spider-Man I end up liking, they end up bringing him in this fucking horseshit of a movie. Yep, they bring in Andrew, the only Spider-Man I ended up liking. But I wish he wasn't in this movie, actually. It hurts, because, you're never going to see a Spider-Man 3 with him. So I wish you never see any more movies with him playing Spider-Man as a cameo. That's just how I feel. So, Spider-Man No Way Home is about multiverse bullshit, collateral damage. It was a wish list from Peter Parker and Doctor Strange meddling with time. Multiverse shit, shenanigans happen, collapse shit, because he can't make up his wish. So he makes him a new wish. Wishes everyone forgets Peter Parker and remembers Spider-Man only. And no exceptions to the rules, all these clean up, rewrite reality by the end. All zone and well in this reboots for Spider-Man 4 Brand New Day. Coming this year, 2026. Will it be better than what the shit we have gotten from Holland's? Probably not. Look, here's the thing about Spider-Man trailers. They hide all the crap. Well, here's the thing about trailers with Holland's and Maguire's that they have in common. They give away too much of the good stuff that's in the movie and hide all the crap that's in the movie that just feels unnecessary fill to the plot of the movie. There, I deconstruct every Spider-Man trailer ever made that let me down. Which is 9% of them, at least. And, what can we expect from Collins for 4? More of the same shit or something new that could excite me? More of the same shit, probably. That's gonna suck. The thing is, I like the reimagining of his suit brought to the big screen for the Brand New Day trailer. But I think this costume is going to be the best part about the movie because I'm worried the rest of the movie is just going to be a bunch of turd writing shit. I'm worried I'm just going to feel either mediocre or hate the movie. And it's not just going to excite me either way. Or leave a good impersonation on me. Like this movie didn't. Did it. Left a bad impersonation on me. It's a forgettable mess. The story's pretty garbage, but the spectacle's pretty garbage because the CGI is roughly unfinished in the movie compared to when the action's practical in the movie sometimes, like the hallway fight between Willem Dafoe and Peter, and later in the movie, the hallway fight and him in the building. That was a fun fight, and also the final fight rematch between Peter and Goblin again was fun, but the rest of the fights I thought sucked because the CGI looked like rubber. CGI phony. It just still looked finished. Like, it looks like unpolished PlayStation 2 CGI that you expect to play on a PlayStation 2 console. Fine. Have better graphics than this movie. PlayStation 2 generation from Sony has more convincing visual effects than a big blockbuster of Spider-Man No Way Home from Modern Cinema. Released back in 2021 or 2022 sometime. This movie was released back then, and it's... I haven't seen such garbage CGI since the first Spider-Man movie. Somehow managed to make the CGI of 2002 Spider-Man movie CGI garbage and topped the garbage level. Broke the scale. Was the CGI garbage that looking like CGI garbage. So it's like the visuals aren't there in this movie, really. I hate to burst anybody's bubbles, but the story's not there either. But Tom Holland's at least is there at least, but trying something with the character. I don't know if it's working on that. Because I'm not really sure if Tom Holland's got a good, clear motivation for Spider-Man in this movie. I'm not really sure what Spider-Man's motivation is for his agenda and where the plot goes and where it begins and where it ends. I'm not really sure I know what the Spider-Man thinking at all. Because you know how Spider-Man's kind of been running as an nincompoop? In his modern 616 comment? You know, like a loser. He sucks now in the comics. You know how Spider-Man, what I'm trying to say is like, here's the problem with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I think he's generally worse than Maguire Spider-Man. His trilogy, his run and his crossover events, his portrayal on Spider-Man feels way too similar to modern Spider-Man from 616. The Spider-Man that nobody really bear balls to read anymore because he sucks so much as hero and as being relatable. Because he can't win a fight ever. However, he gets ruined his life because he can't keep a stable job anymore. He's coming out, he's still in his 20s, out of high school and college. Even when he's Spider-Man, he just sucks. He can't win a fight against his B villains, like Electro or Shock or anyone, It's like you know how modern Spider-Man turned MJ into Venom, and now she's she's Venom instead of the typical who you wanted to be Venom, who you were expecting to used to be Venom, Eddie Brock. Yeah. He doesn't have the symbiote anymore, not bonded to Venom. Therefore, he doesn't have the Venom mantle. Therefore, Eddie Brock is not really an important character anymore in Spider-Man literature, more in Spider-Man 616 comics. Because he's not Venom anymore. That's MJ, Mary Jane Watson, who is now Venom bonded to the symbiote because now if you read Spider-Man or heard of the story, or heard of any of these Spider-Man news stories, these are bad ideas where it took the character franchise. And I can't ever feel like Spider-Man No Way Home and Far From Home and Homecoming. I feel like Holland's Spider-Man feels too similar to what's everything wrong with Spider-Man now these days in the comics. And why everyone hates him. And he can't sell anymore. And losing readers. Spider-Man No Way Home feels like like rubbing salt in the wound. It feels like. Like Spider-Man's rubbing salt in your own infection just to be a jerk. To hopefully you'll die of the infection because he hates you. It feels like that kind of Spider-Man movie. It feels like Spider-Man's trying to kill you by boring you to death and destroying your investment into liking him at all. That's Spider-Man, Tom Holland's Spider-Man in a nutshell problem. He's way too similar to modern Spider-Man from 616 universe. Instead of the old Spider-Man from the 616 universe, you know, the ones from the old comics from the 616 universe prior before One More Day happened. And, well, in that comic, that's where everything went downhill because Peter made a deal with the Mephisto guy who was the devil version of, who's the devil in Marvel Comics. And basically retcon his entire life was him and MJ never got together. So all those hard-earned workers who tried to progress the character and get the character to grow forward into maturity through getting the character getting married to MJ after killing off his first love, Gwen Stacy, in a cruel fate when she was asleep, was completely pointless and for nothing. Just for a bunch of people to say, fuck you, you creators, you hard workers and investors of the fans of the creators that's like this character. We're just going to add salt in the wound and kill Spider-Man. And everything you liked about him, we're going to shit all over him. I'm working. So yeah. Salt in the wound is what this movie is. Salt in the wound. And one of the sad thing about this movie is this brings the two veteran Spider-Mans from the past to play their versions of Spider-Man for a cameo in a small role in this movie. But one of this makes you wish, because it brings in those two veteran Spider-Mans from the movie, is this makes you wish we could have, that we got Spider-Man 4 or Amazing Spider-Man 3. Because Holland's just that bad of a Spider-Man rated as. I don't think he's a bad actor. He sings fine what he's giving. He can pull off an emotional performance and the comedic side of Spider-Man fine when he has to do either one. But the scripts in these movies, final draft, are horseshit. Rushed. And claustrophobic, cluttered mess. There's never any time to breathe or for the plot to slow down or action spectacle to slow down and get the characters to grow a bit. It's just like, this movie's franchise is too much. It's like horseshit in the clutter in the movie. And this movie, I think, is the worst one because this has the most cluttered, unnecessary shit in the movie for fan services to try to get more people more interested in Holland's run. Did it work? Yes. But at what cost? It didn't change Holland's, didn't reboot Holland's Spider-Man. Well, it kind of did by the end. But how much money do you want to bet they're going to retcon that in the first 15 minutes of Brand New Day? Or brush any of that events over in the first 15 minutes and recourse or recorrect. Redo another recourse correct. To this, give the, I don't know, it's just like, I feel like Marvel doesn't know what to do with Spider-Man on the big screen or in the comics when it's being run by them. I really think they hate Spider-Man. That's my theory. They hate and don't care about Spider-Man and don't want to see improvement in their mistakes. On the big screen and in the 616 comics, they hate Spider-Man and don't want to do anything with the character or having plans to do it other than make money off the character. And this movie has a lot of visual CGI, and you better get comfy and ask comfy because this movie is over 2 hours long, but under 3 hours long, so this drags a bit. And this is going to take a lot for you to unpack and unload in your mind of what the fuck you saw in this movie. Because there's just way too many villain characters and hero characters and main characters, side characters, all the characters. This movie's filled with too many characters cast. Like, why was nothing feel like was ever cut? Yet I fear that this movie went through got lots of editing cuts. I hear this movie got lots of cuts from the movie, but yet it feels like they cut nothing out, hardly anything. Because it feels, again, too fucking cluttered. There's way too many characters in this movie. Fucking too many. To the point it doesn't feel like a movie anymore. It just feels like Infinity War again, with Spider-Man marketed on the title. It just feels like one of those movies. This what was accomplished with this movie? And what I mean by that, why did they make this movie a third one after making two? Why did they just stop making these Holland installments? Because I don't understand why there's so many sequels. Other than making money, I guess that's part of the point of making money is making movies, but does that have to be the only reasons? Can it be like at least fun of a movie or a finished looking product of a movie? You know, I'm just saying there used to be a standard for the audience to like a movie. But people like this movie because audience have no standards anymore. Moviegoer audience, I guess. Because they saw this movie, they liked it when that's first, so oh boy. I'm in deep shit. I expect Spider-Man 4 is going to suck. My Spider-Man senses are tingling. That we'll never hear Spider-Man say from Tom Holland like that. That's another thing. He doesn't often have spider senses act up consistently. His most important power is spider sense. And the comics, that's often his most reliable power, and his most important power is spider sense to detect danger when it is about to happen and react. But does he have it? Yes and no, because he has it, but only when he believes he has it. And but listen to his heart or something bullshit is what is explained to in this mythology run. Instead of actually working like a regular muscle reflex. In the comics, spider sense acts like a muscle reflex. As in, this works automatically. He doesn't have to focus. It just works like that automatically. And he has to react in time. But here, it's basically pixie dust, the spider sense. It's Tinkerbell logic. We just have to believe we're Spider-Man, and we can fly with him. And we can all become Spider-Man. Wow, isn't that cute? It's almost anti-punk of how cute that is. An anti-Spider-Man cute punk of how that is. That sounds cute, doesn't it? I believe I can fly. I do believe in fairies. This is Tinkerbell logic now. Those who all believe that Spider-Man has spider sense say, I do believe in Spider-Man. I do believe in fairies. Say it with me now. This is Tinkerbell logic shit. What a bunch of stupid hogwash. My God, my blood pressure is high. Because I'm a little dizzy. Does anybody feel like the room is going side to side, right and left? Or am I having a bit of too much high blood pressure from this review? Probably the latter, right? Right? Okay, I'm gonna come down. Okay. Yep, I'm coming down. I'm just going to end this review. Wrap this up. I give this movie No Way Home a 6 out of 10. We're in deep shit territory. The bar is that low. The bar is low for what we want Spider-Man to accomplish in cinema. I'm laughing because nothing's good anymore. Audience have no standards to understand anything now. I'm laughing, but I don't know why. Nothing's good anymore. Help me. I need antipsychotic or something because I feel like I'm in lost crazy town. The world has gone over and hell has frozen over. Hell is where I'm living and I believe now. That's what Earth is. Hell. Hell. Help me. I'm not well feeling mentally. I feel deranged. Like I want to murder Spider-Man in gruesome fashion. All in Spider-Man and Maguire's. I want to kill those assholes. Just for playing Spider-Man. Oh, that would be a good day to see them die. For me. Like this video, subscribe. See you in my next video, my honest. That's my review on Spider-Man No Way Home. I give it a 6 out of 10. This movie was a mistake. Yep, we made this movie. This country made this movie. The human race made this movie. Was a mistake to me? Yes. I'm just going to say it, yes. Bye.